All right. Thank you, all right. Want to thank each and every one of you for coming here to the first, yes, Two Tall Todd's live lunch with Leon here on Progressive X with one of my oldest friends in this world.
Bless your heart.
Well, Steve, what have you been up to, man?
Okay, just because the statute of limitations doesn't run out of some of that shit, I was just briefly. I've been having to travel around the country, playing a lot on the East Coast. I'm glad you're doing this because Memphis needs this desperately. Because it's kind of hard for those of us that have got to a certain demographic. Either most of the guys who used to come listen to us are dead, or they won't leave the house. Or what I refer to as the East Memphis Bovine Society.
There you go.
Yeah, and those gals just ain't going out like they used to. Of course, those tramp stamps are hanging way low now.
Just a little bit low, just kind of right in the crack. But I tell you, Steve, you've been around for a long time, and that's one of the things, that's one of the reasons that we're here, not only to celebrate newbies, but the long history of Memphis music. At this spot, from the time it was the Bull Shop to when it became newbies till Todd, the head bartender, took it over and ownership.
Man, I used to play that over the neck.
I heard that. Back in the old days.
Yeah, Danny Parrish had me then.
Young newbie, the original newbie.
Yeah.
And I
well, the bullshot, I used to come and we'd get all smoked up and then come up here and try to hit that. What was the thing that you could eat that whole steak? What was that called?
Oh, that was the, hey, what was that steak called?
The shooter or some shit?
Shooter?
Bullshot. Okay, that's close.
As close as we ever get. But I tell you one thing.
Every time I walk in the door, they just win. You know you eat it.
You know, you were talking about music, your music and creativity. You're totally original. There's nobody I can think of. You know, he sounds like Steve Reed. And where did you get your inspiration? Where did it start?
Man, you know, I'm not trying to wax all spiritual on you and get mytho-poetic, but I'm just holding the pen, brother. You know, I chronicle sometimes, and that's crap. But when you're inspired, that's coming from somewhere else. And I'm just lucky that sometimes I can tap into it.
Well, I tell you, that's enough talking. We need more playing. Ladies and gentlemen, Two Tall Todd's Lunch at Newbies presents Steve Reed.
Oh, and by the way, I'd like to give a shout out to Todd. Thank you for breakfast.
Of the liquid variety.
This is a song I wrote, I don't know. I have no idea when I write it. But I had just finished reading this very cheerful book called St. John of the Cross. And it's called Dark Night of the Soul. But it was relevant for me at the time. This is a song called Crying to the Fire. You feel bad when you're standing next to me, don't deny it. I see the longing in your eyes and you can't hide it. What would happen if you won't said the word? If you just got quiet enough so you got there. You hear it crying for the fire, crying for the fire. See you crying for the fire, We took a bit about life with quiet desperation, and in the journey of we seek some destination. Wake up one day when we realize that we're lost, and this life that we've been living was not really worth the cost. And you feel like crying for the past, crying for the valley, yeah. Sick of crying for the valley, yeah. There is no way out to pain, only go back in. Take a sweet red stairway to your darkness within. Your own redemption lies there in your desire. Walk through the flame, stand witness to the fire. You gotta feel your own fire. Feels like your own fire again. City feels like your own fire again. There are no answers we don't already know. The answers we've been seeking, we've forgotten long ago. The price you pay for freedom is just giving up your fear. It's like seeking your salvation when you realize that it's there. It's in you and among you. And you feel like, I feel like crying for the fire, crying for the fire, yeah. Sing it crying for the fire, yeah.
All right, Crying for the Fire. That is the title track of your CD, and that was one of the reasons I had to come in and kind of butt in right now. Because you were saying that you're going to put a push on getting that bad boy out to the rest of the world.
I'm re-releasing the thing because these songs are just as strong and just as relevant as they were
I'll get it.
when I wrote them in 1932.
Yeah, that was back when, let me see. Oh, yeah. 3 years before the Earth was even dark the first time.
Well, let's just put it this way. If I was born with Dwight Eisenhower's office, I did these with James Madison.
There you go. Unbelievable. But remember, Crying for the Fire, anytime you hear it played on Progressive X or any place else like that, just hit that buy button. It's amazing the way those things work.
It'll shoot right to you.
That's what we look. Hey, and the music is what we need. And speaking of that, I guess I'll go and fill my mouth with some of these delicious marinated chicken sandwiches while you fill my ears with more music. Steve Reed.
Thank you, Leon. Thank you. You know how I'm sort of a recluse, and I have people that I run into that I haven't seen for quite some time. People will say the weirdest shit. I did not realize how long it had been. You said someone told you I was dead. But there were wishing wells and broken skulls, the pages left unturned. But you shook my hand, I just shook your head. And you asked me what was different. I didn't look the same. Did my best to tell you, but my words could not get through. Oh, it's a different corner of the world, where I'm living now. It's a different corner of the world, where I'm living now. It's a different corner of the world, where I'm living now. It's a different corner of the world, where I'm living now. I struggled to pay at the corner market store. Then I realized it's here for me. There's a way to go back, start in my way. Babe, you know that's true. And I did my best to tell you where that way. You didn't want to hear me cause I had the truth to say. Oh, it's a different corner of the world, where I'm living now. It's a different corner of the world, where I'm living now. It's a different corner of the world, where I'm living now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks, man. Thank you very much. Or would you like to do some clever banter?
Clever banter is something I'm not that good at. But I tell you, when it comes to talking about Memphis music and Memphis musicians, now that when you were coming up, who was it you were listening to out on the streets? Who was playing that really caught your attention that made you want to grab that kickbox and do something with it?
Well, I wasn't in Memphis. I grew up out in the wilderness, and I'm stealing this from Rick Stepp,
I heard that.
keyboard player from the Sierra.
We all know Crazy Rick.
Yeah, I was a yogurt cultured long ride. I escaped about 13 and made my way in the woods and foraged for myself until I could find a guitar.
And after the woods and the berries ran out, it was time to go get it.
It was mostly guys on record. I mean, it was a big deal to go to McHugh's radio repair shop because they were the only place in our town of 4,000 that sold records. And my first big, huge influence was Cat Stevens. And but I was a drummer, and I was absolutely queer for Grand Funk Railroad. And Don Brewer, I thought was the greatest thing in the world. But as I got older, it was, if I say that any one artist had the most effect on me as far as songwriting and stuff, it was Jackson Browne. And
the reflective nature of Jackson Browne shows up in their music. It's not just a commentary, but you're kind of going a little deeper.
That's not right. I was listening to that album I was telling you about, the solo acoustic. It's him, piano, and guitar. He does versions of stuff like the Birds of St. Mark, something you hadn't heard ever. But you remember his song "Something Fine"?
Yeah. Really was.
And like I told you before, I'll cry reading the soup can, but that song just wears me out.
You know, the one thing I have found, the people who tend to be the most successful musicians started out as someone who did the same strums. And then just wanted to, all they could play was the radio.
I was a fanboy. I mean, I was back in the day where you recorded the stuff off the radio onto an 8-track.
Wait for the flip over.
Yeah. See if you could time it where the click wouldn't interfere with the thing.
Well, you're taking us back, so why don't you take us back a little bit more? Steve Reed on Too Tall Todd's Lunch, live lunch and news.
Let's do slow down for a second.
Always good for an
I know Leon likes this song. It's called 30 Pieces of Silver. Now, most folks get that reference, you know? You don't have to explain that. But there was a girl one night after I played that song, and she was so enwrapped with the whole thing. And she came up to me, and she had tears in her eyes, and she was saying, I'm going through a divorce, and we had to split up the silverware, and I got 30 pieces of silver.
Wow.
And I was like, oh.
Hey, Mitch.
Yeah, but, well, that's, and I didn't have the heart to go, no, that's really not the reference, but like John Lennon said, it's whatever you want it to be.
Make it yours.
I can spend the reason for my days asking myself why. After all this shit without a word, you could say goodbye. And I bought your freedom with tears that turn silver and they red. At times I thought the pain would do me in, but now I finally understand. And you find the 30 pieces of silver on your doorstep come slow. Even Judas, he got paid for the love that he don't know. The morning seems to be the hardest time for me, except for the night. Going through the motions of the day, tell myself I'd be Seems like my sanity is getting harder all the time to keep. And the only peace I know is when I don't dream when I sleep. 30 pieces of silver was a small, small price to pay. To own my heart again and have a chance for you love one day. 30 pieces of silver was a small, small price to pay. To own my heart again and have a chance for you love one day. Now the passion plays over, the curtain of illusions been drawn down. Knowing now that your love can only keep me chained and bound. I hope someday I'll pass across, 'cause I've got a lot to tell. How forgiveness is healing thing, I can truly wish you well. That's a blessing. 30 pieces of silver, and I hope they were well spent. I'm glad you paid the price so you would understand the reason they were sent. 30 pieces of silver, and I hope they were well spent. Glad to pay the price so you would understand the reason they were sent. Thank you.
Steve, I just heard from one of your fans, Miss Vicky, up in Jonesboro. She's watching this live. And,
Hi, Vicky.
she was just saying that 30 Pieces of Silver was one of her favorites. But the thing about it is, man, you've been doing the symbol thing, just you and with the group. How is it formed now?
It's just me. I do a band thing every once in a while. Dave Smith will jump in. The drummers rotate, whoever's not working.
Yeah.
Same thing with lead guitar players. But I was thinking back. My favorite grouping, although it was so perfect about it because we all had that creative tension between us. But Matt Tudor playing lead guitar had Myron Howe or Bo Harris from Big Fish on drums, Dave Smith on bass, and then I was fronting the thing, and it was stone cold funky. That's one of the few bands I really miss. But one of the best bands that I ever had was a trio that was comprised of Roy Caldwell Brewer, the violinist and Memphis State teacher. Uh, Rick McFarland, who played drums for the Steeler band, who's a great guitarist, and myself. And we played the North End for years. And the harmonies in that band were incredible. Jim Wilson was part of that band too at one point, so I won't leave him out. But I really enjoy being able to do stuff where we can do harmony vocals big time. There's something about that that's so stark and raw and shared and spiritual. That's the difference between church and church.
Yeah, you gotta know the difference. Well, why don't you take us to church? Steve Reed.
Well, I'm singing with clarity. Thinking it I wonder, I'm in the wrong key.
That rhyme.
Yeah, it's nice when they rhyme. Yeah, as a matter of fact, well, I'm singing it all with clarity. Watching over me, and you're not who you pretend to be. There ain't nothing but a stuff out shame. You love it up, talking about the same, talking about the same. Changing players does not change forgetting. Your baby love can't stop. You're on a red train. I said so baby, baby. Baby, love can't stop. A runaway train. I said it's so baby, baby. Pretty soon you're bound to jump the tracks. I hope you flag the station, girl, 'cause I ain't looking back. I ain't looking back. I ain't looking back no more. Whoa, 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 hey. Jim Spake's supposed to be playing the saxophone on this. just looking here in a way train. I swear this whole thing is anything. Pretty soon you're bound to get train. Hit the station, you know it ain't the same. Baby, looking stop in the way train. I hope the next station, girl, I ain't looking back. I ain't looking back. I ain't looking back no more. There it was. Alright, so here I watched Jackson Brand the other night, and he got one of his too. Thank you, man. Yeah, this is this song called The Temple. Don't critique too loud. Who's not with you for the door? I'm not afraid to love my world. Man was I Give me. Well, I take that back. My poor little dog. I think a couple of verses on the song.
But you gotta write quick because the tail moves fast. Steve Free. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Free.
There's a house on back The neighborhood's growing into beautiful light. Somebody's light just went away. Cups and saucers and the embers to the ashes and mud from my good rain. Shining like a pack of hounds. So when I'm on where it can take you to get around, when you're closer than I thought, somebody I know just like day and night. Embers to the ashes, right before you're here. So hold the river, I'll jump through. And hold the river that takes me back to you. There's a hole in the river, I'll jump through. And hold the river that takes me back to you. We can't explain it, but I'll tell you why. It's been the carbon of the house on fire. There's a hole in the river, I'll jump through. And you hole in the river that takes me back to you. The ashes of a lifetime scatter on the land upon the river where we used to swim. Well, I'm going back on the river, I still got time. See what's happening and the riders in line. See if there's anything special out there for me. I'll try to find the best to get there, straight and true. Hole in the river, I'll jump through. A hole in the river that takes me back to you. There's a hole in the river, I'll jump through. A hole in the river that takes me back to you.
How
about one more?
One more, we'll take a little break after that.
Yeah.
What do you feel like?
I promised to bring this song. It's a song I wrote when I was in Western Mental Health in the detox ward. But I wasn't there being detox. I was doing my student nurse rotation in psychiatry. That's true. Now, later on, fucking Baker Act, I hate this. I was getting over a terrible heartbreak. And I just couldn't come up with any lyrics, so I just strung nursery rhymes together. Sing a song, sixpence baby, pocket full of ride. 4 and 20 blackbirds, and I sat down and cried. Open cold was a rickety old silver canoe. Never had a care. Got a girl in love from Nashville with that cotton candy hair. That was a long, long time ago. Yes, it was. Since the day she ran away from the school. You've been gone, and you left me all alone. You can't that jungle was a movie. I took my place on Humpty's Wall. She left me in the early fall. All the games, courses, and hopes me couldn't put this boy back together again. Tom, the piper sung for a while. He and I did wrong. He told me I just could not hide the pain that I had left inside. It was a long, long time ago. Yes, it was. Since the day she ran away with the spoon. You've been gone, and you left me all alone. With that young as I was going to St. Ives, I met a man who lived 2 lives. Taught me how to play those games, but without her here, it's just not the same. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, can you hear this lover's star? Way up in the sky, so bright, I'm missing her. I've been tonight. That was a long, long time ago. Yes, it was. Since the days she ran away with the spoon. And you've been gone, and you left me all alone. With that young girl away.
Steve Reed. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Reed.
Thank you.
Now we're going to take a little bit of break right now. We're going to fill our faces full of some of those beautiful, marinated chicken sandwiches, or the best burger in the world, or maybe even the loaded tots, or the surprising pizza right here at Newbies. It is Two Tall Todd's Live Lunch with Leon. And we're going to be entertaining you with a little bit of Mississippi River Radio as your audio feed. And we're going to get this music machine recharged, and we'll be back for more of Steve Reed, live from Newbies. Come on back. Woo!
As far as you understand, I'm not going to mention
You're listening to Mississippi River Radio. You're listening to Mississippi Roll Radio. You're listening to Mississippi River Radio. You're listening to Mississippi River Radio.
I thought it said low voltage. I guess that's the way of saying the battery's charging. I never seen it say that. Low voltage? Yeah. I just put that stuff on. No, I mean, earlier. Oh, other batteries. That is way of saying that battery is about to go down.
All right, we are back live at Newbies for Two Tall Pods, live lunch with Leon and Steve Reed. Well, Steve, I tell you, man, think about it as you came from a foreign land and got here to Memphis, and it's been pretty good for the last 20, 30 years. 30 years. In fact, I was just remembering in the mid-90s, I think that's when I first tripped over here.
A little over 28.
28 years. Well, the thing about it is, because you, yeah, very precocious kid. But even more than that, the music and the fact that you got that guitar to express yourself gives you several different voices. Which kind of lets you express not only feeling, but make the words have more interest. If you could play any other instrument, there's nothing else that adds this kind of feeling. A keyboard, you get chords and you can sustain and chop. Yeah.
Drummer by trade. But when I saw that I was the last one to leave every night, I was talking and slam something. When I found out I could sing, I could pack anything.
I carry my most dangerous weapon with me.
Just don't show it on TV.
There you go. It's always on. What do you feel like doing for us now? Oh, Sister Elijah. Ladies and gentlemen,
when we cut this track, I hate, I love to do the song, but when we did the album, Scott Thompson played this tremendous trumpet solo on this thing that's just, it's bad as bone and haunting all at the same time. This song is about picking up a gypsy chick in the Midtown Piggly Wiggly while I was shrimping. Liza was everywhere in the I met her at the grocery store. We spent some time in that checkout line, checking out each other. I asked myself a question. I said, boy, what would you do if you let that woman strap that fool right on you? Yeah. Outside underneath the moon, I think to her eyes, a kiss that lasted forever, longing glances breathless sigh, baby breathless sigh. She threw Liza, she was older, she was wise. She said, you're such a fool. Don't waste your time, baby, thinking of your mind. Too hot to tell you what to do. Next time you will she into my head. If persisted, I was taken back again. She took me home, yeah, she turned me down, feel just like a man. Oh yeah. But I sat underneath the moon, I fell into her arms. A night that lasted forever, another victim of her charm. The victim of her charm. When I was over, this morning down clear, I was right back where I started, full of doubt, full of fear. If it ever happens, then don't you say no. If I gypsy woman, give you what you want, yeah. Outside underneath the moon, I fell into her eyes. Kiss that lasted forever, longing glances went inside. Baby, breath inside. Hey, hey. The Midtown Pig back in the day.
I tell you one thing. Well, I tell you, you have been in so many parts of this town. Now we're here at the University of Memphis area here in Newton. But I tell you, you spent a whole lot of time downtown. The North End.
I did when Chip Selvage gave up his Saturday night gig. I did 9 years at the North End every Saturday night, and I never missed one Saturday night in 9 years.
Wow.
I had 4 different incarnations of the band. Very good 9 years. Then I went to I was at Neil's on Sundays for about 15 years.
In other words, can't hold a gig.
Yeah.
Just can't keep it up.
Yeah.
Money.
It's like that old joke about the guys that played on New Year's Eve at the pizza place, the accordion and the banjo player. The guy said, "Man, you guys did such a great job." He said, "Can you come back next year?" And he said, "Oh, we'd love to. Do you mind if we leave our gear?"
Well, I tell you, even though I know you got one more.
Let's see, Neil's, and then I went to Alfred's.
Yeah.
And I did 9 years there, 5 nights a week. And then I was at Sylvia O'Sullivan's on and off for about 15 years. 152. Shit, I don't remember how long.
You've been in, put it this way, you've been in more.
But I get somewhere I like to camp out, that's for sure.
Been in more bars than Bud Light. I tell you, before we get around here, I have to impose on you one more time to do your title track of that. A little bit later, but you got one more you want to do, though.
Sure, man. I different corner of the world.
Steve Reed from Memphis took all time wide bus.
I saw ghosts today at the corner of my store. Then I realized it was you. I felt silence colder than they could stare. As I stepped through the looking glass one door. They were ready to romance the sky in a way. It was sleepless nights and ancient rites to heal our dreams away. And I whispered prayers in darkened rooms, anticipating the day. It's a different corner of the world where I'm living now. It's a different corner of the world where I'm living now. It's a different corner of the world where I'm living now. But then I realized how long it had been. You said someone told you I was dead. Wish it was in broken spelling, getting stuck on a turn. When you shook my hand, I just shook my head. When you asked me what had happened, I didn't look the same to you. And I did my best to tell you, but my words did not get through. It's a different corner of the world where I'm living now. A different corner of the world where I'm living now. Now you find words that can make you understand. But I held the nails and watched you drive them straight into my head. It's a every corner of the world where I'm living now. It's in every corner of the world where I'm living now. Never find the words that could make you understand that I held the nails while I watched you drive them straight into my head. It's in every corner of the world where I'm living now. It's in every corner of the world where I'm living now. It's in every corner of the world where I'm living now.
Steve Green, different corner of the world.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Oh man, I tell you, we have really enjoyed this, but we couldn't have enjoyed this without your affable host. Too Tall Todd, come on over here, man.
Come on, do your song, Todd.
Yeah, man. I tell you, there's been a man who has kept the music in this corner from the bull shop through newbies and to this very day. And he is known as Too Tall Todd. And we want to welcome him. Come on, Todd. He can talk to you, son. He's bartending. He's taking care of thirsty people. And if you were sitting there waiting for that beer, you would say, Todd, take your time. I'm thirsty. All right. Guess what?
Thank you very much. Man, thanks. Great. Wrote this. I mean, that's slick, dude.
You should hear this thing goes into a whole overture. It's very
I'm sorry.
And he uses more than one
That's
person.
supposed to be the first movement of it.
Let me get the first move.
When you're talking to a guy my age, we don't say shit about movement.
I know what you want to hear.
Don't give it to me.
I think I know what you want to hear.
Yes, sir.
Let's take this out to West Palm. Hi, everybody. You feel the fire when you're standing next to me, don't deny it. I've seen the longing in your eyes and you can't hide it. What would happen if you only said the word? If you just got quiet enough so tired, you'd hear it crying for the man. Crying for the fire, yeah, yeah. Crying for the fire, yeah, yeah. We choose to live our life and miss the journey of these ships on destination. Wake up one day when we realize that we're lost. That the life that we've been living was not really worth the cost. And you feel like crying for the fire, crying for the fire, yeah. As if you're crying for the fire, yeah. There is no way out to get away. Take the secret stairway to your darkness never again. Your own redemption, like every good design. Walk through the flame, and then witness to the fire. Tell you your own fire. Feel like you're on fire again. Say it feels like you're on fire again. There are no secrets that we don't already know. And the answers we've been seeking, we've forgotten long ago. The price you pay for freedom is just giving up your fear. Stop seeking your salvation when you realize that it's in you. And you feel like, I feel like crying for the fire, crying for the fire, yeah. Still crying for the fire, yeah. Whoa, yeah.
Steve Reed! Steve Reed, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here and appreciate my man, the first of Leon's Nut and Two Tall Pods at Newbie. Want to invite you here next week. We're going to be doing the city.
Thank you.
And thank you again, Steve. And again, want to thank each and every one of you for coming out. But we want to see you in person next week. Come on, let's try it. Thanks again, folks. Thanks, Steve.
See you later, y'all. Take care of each other. Remember, hold hands when you cross the street. Take a nap every afternoon, and it tastes as good as it smells. I'll see y'all next time.
And remember, when you drink, don't drive. When you drive, don't drink. When you smoke, pass slow.
Yeah.
Y'all take care.
That was me playing right there. Remember that? Did I ever let you hear that? Well, it was a different time, and it was a production that you didn't even expect at that time. No. I've got a song that I would love to hear. I think I told you about it. That's one that was fade now. The melody was usually sang. The chorus in all things considered, we are alright. I kept changing the line, and that's what makes you do it. Like in all things considered, we are right. And maybe now we're on the way. And it's like, well, know when you do it. What do you you have a studio or well, they say how many things he is off the Atlantic Records. Jim got signed to Atlantic Records. So he's trying to get projects through. So that may be something worth at least getting you to have lunch and talk about. Because these guys, we had them set up with unlimited tracks on 2 ADATs. Going into a Windows system, unlimited, but 16 simultaneous inputs. You would need that thing. You got a MIDI set up. The people in now know that we're set in terms of getting sessions in. Lay it down and leave and not look back and say, where's my fuck? Not that, but he's got access to all this. What were we here, Neil? Mississippi River? Yeah, that's the song. They have those like I've got jobs, I've got songs. I've never had anybody that I've opened up to do like this. I'm taking it, good or bad. But you know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. Like that time, I was saying, for years I was saying, all things considered, we are the whole purpose of it is our quality on earth. And also, like, even though that is an NPR show. I like that idea of that with the hook. We keep the strings. And, yeah. But that's funny though, that cricket song, I saw it, the cricket in the background, And I'm kind of curious what'll happen here because
Listen to songs here and feed them into our system now.
yeah, this Wirecast is what's feeding up YouTube. So I'm gonna see if it just creates any bumps in the road with that while I do it. I tell you the kind of thing I'm talking about with remote desktop. I thought this whole time that he had SAM installed on his laptop. I was like, no, you keep logging on to SAM's installation over there at Memphis. We actually had to get into a little debate that I kept going, no, I mean,
Did you ever have to install an executable file on your laptop of Sam? He was like, no. He was like, yes. And I was like, no, you haven't. I said, you would have told me that back in November, and we would have already been doing all this for months now. But anyway, and he was like, he goes, oh, so you mean when I go, you're going to log me in, and he's looking around, and there's Sam. You're looking at the Sam going over there at Inglewood. Or like it signs us in, and there's Sam going next. Look who's playing right now. All right, that's coincidence number 4.
Yeah.
So, but you know, I can go and just like I'm sitting at the computer, and that's where you had that folder pulled up. You were in that area, so I could grab from there and do the same thing. Just drag over to music, and you'll pop around.
Really
it's
will
just
be
like
in the system now.
Yeah, and it'll really be in the system. And if we had an issue with, we were out in public and you know, someone goes, oh my God, I'm ready to invest a bunch of money, but that's a god awful song. Bam, how you doing? Oh, really? Oh, well, how did you do that? Well, you let me know. I'm the DJ. Yeah,
God awful song?
right. Wave the hand. God. Well, let's see what happened with me logging on remotely to the server while Wirecast. I don't call it Wirecast, I call it Telestream, because that's who made it. Seems like it stayed on function. That's why they're the biggest, Telestream is the biggest company since '96.
So that concert was on Progressive X, right?
It was on the Progressive X YouTube channel. And then I shared that video on Facebook, so it was on Facebook, on the Newbies event page, and on the Progressive X event page. As a remote,
somebody
it didn't go on to be on radio station like that because it left.
Because that's what Ed was asking me. He's like, so who's putting this on the radio station? And I was like, are you? He's like, is he doing it from here, or do they have to do it back at the station? So, well, if it's on Progressive X, then I think at this point they still have to physically put it on at the station. We can do it remotely.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can pull it up right there. Stop it. Stop Sam there. Start Sam that's on this laptop.
Yeah.
And just go boom boom. I was doing that the other night at Arden Studios.
Yeah. Leon's not able to do that on his station because of the Fletch thing, right?
Because of the Fletch thing, and he needs a installation of Sam put onto his computer. So what he suggested last time was that he write you a check and use that third installation on his laptop once Fletch provides him with the proper fucking password. Because we can uninstall it anytime and put it on and move it around, but it would give you guys a symbiotic relationship across the distance right to your LLC. You can tell him to wait. I mean, you can do it right away until Fletch actually comes up off that shit. And when he does, then we can just decide where you want him to write it to. And that puts y'all in a paper trail with each other. And again, still autonomous. You can roll whatever the hell you want. What he's rolling, you don't pay taxes on him doing commercial music. You know what I mean? Any income he has from Progressive X doesn't have anything to do with you. And the vice versa. And that was another thing he was complaining about that too. He's like, yeah, because because you go up to that building where Rockwood and Trees at, you see all those places, and there's a lot of them are not affiliated remotely with the other one. They just glare at each other. He goes, but you'll see a lot of them like, hey, high five each other as they go by. And he goes, that's kind of what that is. And he goes, and if you see them going in there with a clipboard in their hand, that is a legitimate system. Going in and going, I need to know what you guys are rolling during that, because we're not going to roll during. Okay, cool. That's it.
Or the sales staffs now at those
Right.
stations sell all 5 of them as a package. And they go out and
they get it to be at a different rate or whatever because it's not the same. I mean, it is an umbrella, but it's not. Well, we're rocking a pretty WREG, whatever. AM. I guess that's probably where it came from. FM and AM. Probably.
Yeah, Rock 103 WREC 600 used to be considered sister station.
Yeah. So you are live on YouTube right now.
Live on YouTube.
Yep. Progressive X. It was weird, man. I had to get in. And there we go. It was like Progressive X on fucking YouTube. Because I was going to use the Newbies channel that I set up, or which I told you, I don't know if you remember, if you get hit with a copyright infringement and they cut your stream, you only get 3 of those, and you're suspended for 6 months. Streaming live on the channel. You can still log on and upload and all that, but you can't do a live event the way you just did it. So I said to Leon, well, I went ahead and made an event on the newbie YouTube so that if we get a hit, let's let that channel have it, and instead of us, Mississippi River or his, whatever. And he didn't answer me back for like 10 minutes. And I was like, that text thing we're talking about. I was like, okay, well maybe I'll try at least. I'll see if I can make one. Went through all that bullshit, and then it was like, well, this is cool. Now we got Fresh Pet Video on YouTube, official channel. We can put that link on his app. Boom, done. And I said we'll do the inaugural two-call lunches thing that we started to sell these other facilities, and just keep it there. And I said, well, Mississippi River Radio will be a backbone, redundant support, on site, ready to go. If anything fails, sure enough, it shows up. Let's get a fucking submitted ticket for that system. And I was like, it's really fucking weird. He's paying him, but he can't just alter that. And I was like, first of all, don't believe it. But second of all, possibly, maybe that's why their name is Secure Net Systems. And they think a hacker can log on to a single change his password or something. That maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but it's still, even if that's the case, the dick fucking move not to have informed us back in November or earlier this fucking week when Leon told us we're going live. I mean, he's had a flex sticker up here a year and a half. He's supporting the shit out of it. So, yeah. Well, just supporting it and letting them come in here and set up, sponsor shows, and bring a staff in, no charge. They're part of every band they show up with. And it's just like, you can't even just go, oh, you're going to newbies, oh, you're Leon Griffin, oh, you're one of the 3 stations that I promote as having started. You can't go, well, let me jump on that real quick, find out what you need. Well, here's the information you need. And instead, he doesn't say shit at all until he calls me. He texted me yesterday about it, didn't return a text about it. And I'm like, boy, you're really done with what it is. You don't have the answer to it. He had to try to get on the phone to his guy, Chris, and go, well, what's all the most tomorrow? And I need a well, we've got to look at some new stuff to be able to change that. I'm the person. Oh my God, I can't do it. Broke my own. We were standing by a microphone and I knew he was dead. Oh my God.